course, it's April Fool's Day today, and I asked people to phone in and tell me about perhaps pranks they've had played on them or whatever. And we've actually got an unknown caller on the phone here for an unknown number. Hello, who's calling, please?
Hello, Mark. My name is Stevo, and I'm calling here to your special show because you've asked people to call in about April Fool things, so I thought I'd do that.
Stevo, oh, nice to speak to you, Stevo. Where are you based?
I'm based in Basingstoke, and I know a friend of yours called John Ashe, who I know from down Wetherspoons.
Oh, okay. So you're a friend of a regular caller to the show, John Ashe with an E, is that right?
I am. I'm a good friend of his, and I pass on to him pork pies, meat pies of various kinds, sausages and stuff. They're always legal, barely legal, but they're always legal. I pass them on to him, and he does quite well out of it.
Right. I think, yes, Stevo, he has mentioned you in the past, actually. Nice to speak to you, Stevo.
Thank you very much. Yeah, he's a very good mate of mine. Good chap. Very good chap. Very intelligent. Bit of a scientist. Has he told you that? He used to be a quantity surveyor? Quantity
surveyor, that's right. What do you do, Stevo? What's your job?
Well, I used to be a quantities of... No, I used to be, what did I used to be? Well, you mean what I used to be or am now?
Well, what did you used to be there, Stevo, then? You nearly said you were a quantity surveyor. That's the same as John.
Oh, I know, but I was thinking of the conversation that we had just prior to that when we were talking about John.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I used to be somebody who not the manager of, but somebody who worked with the manager of, like right-hand man person of somebody who ran a sports centre in Basingstoke.
Right.
Did that for years. Don't do it now.
Right.
Now I transport pork pies and things.
Right. Okay. So, what are you ringing about April Fool's wise, Stevo? Have you had a funny thing to say about an April Fool prank?
No, I just thought that I would because it's always John Ashe that calls in.
Yeah.
I thought that I would call, and he's mentioned me a few times as a mate down Wetherspoons.
Yeah.
So I thought I would call in when you're expecting it to be him, and it's not him, it's me. And that will be the joke.
Right. I mean, you don't mind me saying this, you do sound quite similar to John Ashe.
I don't sound at all like John Ashe. John Ashe sounds like John Ashe. And I'm Stevo, and I sound like Stevo.
Right. So how long have you known John then, Stevo?
Just a minute. Yeah, could you put it down there, please? Just there.
You're right there, Stevo.
Sorry, yeah, I've got a friend of mine's in the room. He's just been given a cup of coffee by his wife. Right. And that was him there talking, saying, put the coffee down there.
What's that? Oh, so let me say hello to them for me, John. I mean, Stevo, sorry. Stevo.
Yeah, Stevo here.
Yeah.
What's your name, friend? My name is Rupert. Right. Rupert, yeah. Mark here, I'm talking to on the phone, says hello.
Stevo?
Yep.
Was that you pretending to be Rupert?
No, I deny that. It was not. No, I'm Stevo, and I'm calling in. My friend calling in talking about John, and my friend Rupert just happens to be here.
Right.
And I'm in his house.
Okay.
And his wife's just giving him a cup of coffee.
What's his wife called?
And a biscuit.
What's the name?
I've never asked her.
Go and ask her now, Stevo.
No.
Right. Okay, Stevo. I mean, you do sound quite like John. You're not related to John Ashe with an E?
No, not related to him. Nope. I wasn't brought up in Basingstoke, as you can probably tell from my accent. I was brought up in Loughborough.
Loughborough?
Yep.
Right. Okay. And but you live in Basingstoke now, do you?
I do. I live in Basingstoke, probably about a mile and a half away from John.
Right.
And I'm always seeing him in Wetherspoons, and we're talking about meat pies and things like that, which he does very well out of.
Okay, well, look, for the benefit of our listeners there, Stevo, why don't you describe John for us? Paint a picture of what he looks like.
Well, he's a man, and he's about 5'8", and he's 63 years old, and he's got fairish hair, although quite a lot of it's gone sort of greyish now, and he's got a beard.
Right.
And a couple of brown eyes, or are they blue? Not sure.
Right.
One or the other?
Yeah.
Well, you know, one of each, not one of each,
No.
but two of each. Well, not two of each, it'll be four.
Yeah.
So, two, either blue or brown, just don't remember.
Okay. Well, I won't hold that against you, Stevo.
And he used to be a quantity surveyor.
Yeah, he's mentioned that.
Yeah. Is he? Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
And he used to dance to records and things as a young man.
He's told you that, has he?
And he's told me. Well, I've heard him on your show.
Have you?
Haven't I?
Have you? Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, perhaps, Stevo, have you got a request for us on this April Fool's Day?
No, not really.
Right.
No, I haven't really.
What are your musical tastes, Stevo?
Classical. You tend to like classical things.
Right.
And also, rock and roll, bit of punk, a bit of heavy rock,
Country and
bit of
Western?
new wave.
Country and Western?
Country and Western. Yep, that sort of thing. Classical.
Okay.
World music.
Yeah.
Like a bit of drums and things.
Minimalism?
Yeah, I like that too. What's that?
Drone?
Drone. Yeah, I like that, yeah. So I was pretty eclectic.
Right. Okay. Oh, well, look, Steve, it's funny because you do sound more and more like John Ashe, a regular caller to the show. But what we'll do, Steve, is we'll play something for you from any of those genres. So that's basically anything. Is that okay?
As long as it's good, I'll be suiting me, yeah.
All right.
That'll be fine.
And do you have a traditional, when John Ashe calls, is I ask if he wants to give a shout out to somebody. Have you got a shout out to anyone you'd like me to play this for?
Yeah, could you make it for Molly this week? Because she was one of my girlfriends when I was...
Molly?
I mean, it was one of John's girlfriends when he was a young man. Well, I suppose I'm mine, thinking about it now. Actually, no. No, I don't think so. I'm not sure. Could have been. I went out with a lot of birds when I was a lad, you know.
Steve, can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Just between the two of us.
Right.
Are you, in fact, John Ashe with an E from Basingstoke?
I am indeed, Mark. And I think I fooled you there. I think I fooled you there on this special day.
Well, yes, okay, John. Let's say you might have fooled me for a few seconds. Well done, John. Well done.
I think it was longer than that. We must have been speaking for quite a few minutes. So
Right.
quite pleased with myself there. So, yes.
Well,
I hope you don't mind my little joke there with you.
well done, John.
Thank you. You're not offended, are you?
No, I think that's a very, very valiant attempt at an April Fool's Day, John. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done there.
Yes, thank you.
I know it
Good.
sounds a bit patronising, but well done. Right, well, speaking as John Ashe with an E, with your John Ashe with an E hat on, as it were, would you like us to play anything specific? Because your friend Stevo seemed to have no particular favourite music. Have you got a piece of music for us, John Ashe, with an E?
Well, see, the trouble is, indeed. Well, the trouble is, I don't actually know Stevo's musical taste. I mean, he's a real person, of course.
Yeah.
But, having talked about meat pies with him down Wetherspoon so much, we won't really get on to musical taste. So I thought I'd better just cover all bases, you know.
Okay.
So since I don't have to do that now, and I'm, as, you know, in my real persona here, I can choose something that I would like,
Yeah.
then I'll go for the first suggestion that Stevo or faux Stevo made to you, which of course is classical. And so I'd like to have the quintessential classical piece, not the whole thing, just the beginning of it perhaps, The opening to Beethoven Symphony Number 5. Do-do-do, you know, that one.
Oh, yes, Beethoven's Fifth, absolutely. We'll get that on the virtual turntable. And are you still... Now, this business about Molly, this is very controversial. Did Stevo actually... Now, Molly, was she at one point going out with both you and Stevo? Spill the beans, John.
No, that was just my mistake. I think that must be where you were beginning to get a sense that perhaps it was me and not Stevo.
I think I was beginning to get that sense a bit earlier, John, but...
No, I don't think you were, no.
Right, okay.
I didn't pick that up in our conversation anyway.
Did you not?
You're not a revisionist historian, I hope, Mark.
No.
There we are, then.
Okay. Well, John, we'll get Beethoven's Fifth on the virtual turntable. Thank you very much for foxing me for a brief while there, John.
Right. Well, can I just? I did lead you a little there when I said da-da-da-da, because there's more to it, isn't there? So there's da-da-da-da, and then there are some sort of calls and responses, like da-da-da-da, 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 from different places. Yeah. You know, so it's quite a conversation.
No, I wasn't saying it was just da-da-da-da and that was it. There's a few minutes of it, isn't there, really? Let's be honest.
Yeah, but it's sort of like a jungle, isn't it, with lots of animals doing their own bits. The tiger does da-da-da-da, and the monkey does da-da-da-da, you know?
Sort of.
And then the walrus does da-da-da-da.
Right.
The fish, da-da-da-da. But it all sort of weaves together, like a jungle. He's very clever. He's a clever man, wasn't he?
Well, I guess that's the base nature of a symphony, really, isn't it, John?
It is, but isn't it a very good one?
It is.
I think that's why everybody likes it.
Yeah. No, it is.
Well, everybody I've met. There'll be some loser somewhere, I suppose, who doesn't like it. Yeah. But all the sensible people I've ever met like it. Well, certainly all the quantity surveyors I've ever met like it.
Have you met many quantity surveyors?
A huge number.
Right. Well, lovely to speak to you, John, and a very musing call. And perhaps next time you meet the real Stevo, you can you can tell him what you did and see if he finds it funny. How's that?
I'll do that. Yes, I'll ask him to phone in person, and you can speak to the real Stevo.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. He probably won't take me up on the suggestion because he's a bit of a bore, really. Well, careful, he might be listening. No, he won't be listening. No, he's a bit of a bore, actually.
All right.
I get on with him all right, and of course make a fair amount of pocket money out of him, and he out of me. So it's a mutual arrangement.
Right. Well,
legal, barely, but it is legal.
Yes.
Let's get that clear. You know.
I think Stevo did mention that. Faux Stevo did say that earlier on. Well, lovely to speak to you. Yeah, lovely to speak to you, John Ashe with an E in the guise of Stevo this week.
Aha! Yes, enjoyed it very much, Mark.
Good stuff.
Sorry you fell for it, but there we are.
Well,
we worked it out eventually.
Not for long. Not for long.
The last moment.
Yeah, not for long. Anyway, lovely to speak to you, John, and to speak to you again perhaps next time.
Absolutely. Or perhaps real Stevo.
Aha, yes.
Anyway,
right.
Great show. Thank you for being open with these wonderful suggestions to people who listen in. Fantastic. Great show. Good to speak to you, Mark. Bye-bye.
Cheerio, John. Bye-bye.
Darren's Valley's radio station.